my friends. Welcome back to another episode of No Country for Otakus. Episode 25. Wait, sorry.
No, that's right. That's right. Final Fantasy winning.
I'm
Father
just
of
like
a
that shit.
way.
That
So
shit crossed
glory.
my mind, bro. Hey, Tito, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the chat. Another episode of No Countries for Otakus. We talk about Claymore today in the anime.
Strong
Looking for something
woman.
good to watch.
No, we're
Um,
not. We're not talking about Claymore. We're talking about the strongest female anime character to be created, Miss Teresa of the Faint Smile.
until she got her head cut off. I'm just joking. uh, yeah, Teresa was beast. She got what you how would you put it blindsided because she was doing a murder anyway. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like if she had just gone straight through and did her thing, like not like
Mm-hmm.
wait for the girl to beg and stuff, she would dispose of Priscilla.
Yeah, but I will actually explain. I'm actually going to explain why Teresa is still strong, even though she got her head cut off.
Damn.
Obviously, later in the show.
All right, cool. Hey Tito, don't worry about it, bro. We adults, dog. Shit, I've hardly been playing. I only start playing Yakuza recently. Anyway, so let's go ahead and jump into this episode. No, nothing special this week. Yeah, nothing special this week. There ain't no video or anything. If you want to see that video, it's up on my YouTube. Though the little ad that we did is funny as fuck. We trolling like motherfuckers. I'm about to post some clips on my Instagram throughout the week next week. All right, do you want to give a synopsis? Because you do it better than I do.
Really? I think
No,
both
because
do
I
that.
get tied up, man. I
All
get
right,
tied
so
up.
today we're talking about Claymore. Claymore is basically the story about um, a young woman who lives in a world where these beasts can transform into human form, and they
Yoma.
basically are feeding on humans like predators. So, in order to fight these predators, these young women, um, this organization in that world creates what is called Claymores. Excuse me. And basically, the Claymores are a mixture of our human hybrids who are created by using some of the flesh and blood of the same beast that they're hunting. The story focuses on Claire, who is a half human, half Yoma, which is what they call the beast inside the world. And it's basically a story about her on this journey to seek revenge for a past incident that happened when she was a little child. And in the midst of her journey, she learns she in what's the best way to put this? In the journey that she took, she lost her human side. But then with um joining up with the little boy that she saved in the
Yeah.
same exact way that she was saved by her
Mm.
predecessor, she then tends to learn um she then tends to regain her human emotions and stuff like that. And there's a whole lot of deep story to it, but that's basically the synopsis.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And this is a very I admire about this story, and we usually talk about it is the writing
Oh my god.
of the female, the strong female lead, and this show is female dominant because all the claymores at this point are female. They used to do men, but
Men too horny.
men too horny.
Literally, men too horny.
Men too hardy. So
Like, oh
so
my god,
usually
it's
what
so
happens is
good.
they'll fight, and as they get closer to their limit, I can't stop laughing. As they get closer to the limit, they start to what do they call it? Awaken? Is it awakening,
Arousal.
right?
Oh, awakening. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But they said is two things. Is as you get closer that it feels like sexual pleasure. So
All right,
The
Galaxy.
reason the men kept fucking up is because they'll fight and fight, and they'll be good, and then they'll get close there, and they'll be like, oh.
they'll bust their nut.
And then they'll awaken into the awakened beings and
And
stuff. So
basically, for anybody that listening, when we say awaken is just them fully transforming into the beast side of what was put into their bodies.
Yeah. they couldn't get away without busting a nut. Dude, so I'm watching this anime dog, and that came out. I probably laughed for like 10 minutes. Like, just was like, motherfuckers, bro, y'all real.
You know what? Because we watched it again. This is another anime that we loved that we watched when we was in Barbados. When I watched it the first time, I didn't really think about it. I was like, oh, okay, they're too aggressive. And then I rewatched it before I started the manga this time, and I'm like, yo, these men ain't too aggressive. The men couldn't stop being horny.
Yeah, we didn't pick it up the first time. So yeah, so this is another Madhouse production. At this point, I think we just Madhouse fanboys.
Of course. We should change the name of the show to No Country for Madhouse.
So pretty much yeah, so it came out in the TV run. The TV run was in 2007, pretty much.
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember watching it the first time, and I was like, oh, this is pretty dope because it has good action set pieces. Like I said, at first I couldn't understand why she took that guy, the kid. I was like, man, drop him off in the orphanage.
Yeah, and then it got to episode 4 to 7. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, and then yeah, so it pretty much plus that, and then it explained. I realized how important it was, but
yeah,
at one point, because I watched it in English, I watched it over in English.
Okay.
Because it was on Funimation. Funimation has English dub now, so I'm watching it in English. Yeah, and that boy was annoying, bro.
That's probably why you found it annoying. I find
Claire!
that
Claire.
Yeah, I find that when they redub anime, they make sensitive characters oversensitive. Yeah, like there was something else. Like okay, case in point. This is a good example. Naruto. When I watched Naruto, because obviously we was doing the whole, yeah, boy, we got download 72 episodes, watch it in a day.
That shit took forever.
Oh my god. But Naruto, even though Naruto was annoying, his voice had bass, and it wasn't as annoying. The sound of his voice wasn't that annoying.
I've never watched it in English.
Exactly. When you watch it in English, he's, oh my god, we need to be friends. Like what?
I've honestly never heard an episode. I ain't lying. I've never watched it in English. Like never heard him talk in English. Is it really bad?
It's bad to me.
It's like high pitch.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case,
example,
though, Goku English is better than Goku Japanese, though. At least to me.
Yes.
But I also started off watching it in English.
Faster in Japanese.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, because it was part of his character. Because they were trying to show that he's not a numbskull. He just has a short attention span.
Until you get super.
Exactly. Until he's fighting. Oh, wait. Sorry.
No.
Until you get a super.
No. Until he gets a Dragon Ball Super, then that dude is a fucking idiot. They do so, look. How are we going to make this anime better? Make Goku even dumber. Because Goku, oh Lord, this is besides Claymore, but
Met Goku so stupid. He look at El.
Dude, because in Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, it wasn't really stupid. It's just he likes to fight, so he always used to veer to that. But he still had common sense. Yeah. They took the common sense out in the super arcs, so it was just like primal fighting. I like to fight.
it was only a Dragon Ball that made him kind of stupid because he never went out into the world.
Yeah.
He
But
was always
that was more ignorance
Master
than anything.
Master Roshi or Gohan. He was always with Gohan. So then when he went out, it was innocent ignorance.
Yeah.
But it was like once he learned. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but not in Super, bro. I got mad as hell. I always complained to my buddy DQ about that. I was like, dude, why they got Goku like he's a dummy? Like, when it was, like, I don't know, man. There's a lot of scenes in there that I'm like, dang, but the action is pretty cool. So if you like fighting, is whatever. Back to Claymore. So yeah, she's traveling around, doing the jobs for this organization. And this organization, the Claymores, and she's going town to town. Like I said, she saves this boy near Ricky, and that Ricky like pretty much
is it Ricky
just
or Rocky? Rocky.
It's Rocky.
Sorry. Yeah,
but it's just funnier to say Ricky because boys in the hood. So he pretty much just follows her. He follows her after she completes the job, and she almost chops his head off.
Yeah, boy.
He's like, oh, I have no family, yada yada yada. So he pretty much just follows her, and then she like pretty much accepts her, and they continue the journey till they get to this Vatican-like fucking city, because
the Holy City.
Yeah, religion, and they don't let Claymores in there. So she had to take.
I don't realize. I'm surprised they got as far as they did. I read from chapter 1. Oh, that was interesting. Anyway,
I don't know why you read from chapter 1. You brave as fuck.
I don't know.
So she takes these pills that suppresses her Yoma side. So she like got, because you could tell the Claymore by the silver eyes.
Yeah.
So so they went in there, and they were having trouble finding this Yoma that was fucking murdering people at night. And the only reason I'm talking about, that shit was funny, man. Dudes hanging out, the guards hanging out. Yeah. So I was like, the only reason I bring this up is because this is the part where she almost awakens while fighting the that Yoma. Yes. And it shows the importance of Ricky. And it shows the importance of
that was
Ricky.
That was the first instance of her humanity being awakened again.
Yeah.
Because she was like, yo, dang, that was it. All right. He's like, no. And then,
When she asked the dude to almost cut her head off,
you
need to cut my head off. And then he jumps on her. And
he was like, all right, cool. If you go, I go. We going together.
I was like, damn, bro, the commitment.
I know, right?
And then she reverts back to the Claymore farm, which is a very important point in this whole anime, because she's obviously not the only one to experience this. And the organization is some sons of bitches. Anyway, then I think after that is when they do the flashback, right, with Teresa.
Yeah.
Right, and Teresa was so pretty much before Claire was Claymore. She was pretty much Ricky. In short, she was pretty much Ricky. Teresa was ruthless as fuck though. So she went in that town. She was like, I could smell you. She like started killing the dude. Half the Yomas were still in human form, and she killed them. So she was picking them out one by one while they were still human. And the fucking village people freaking the fuck. She's killing us. Oh my god, no!
Because Teresa never, like, Teresa was so straightforward. Teresa used to walk into the city. All right. And then talk to the mayor. Oh, hey, you're Isaac Claymore that everybody ordered.
Yeah. So a man in black is going to come behind me, give him the money, I'm out.
Done.
So Claire was really important, and just like Ricky, because she kind of brought Claire back to a semblance of, like, humanity, because Claire was straight up just killing machine.
Yeah, Teresa.
Not Claire, Teresa. And that Claire came and pretty much gave her like emotions back because she was taking care of her and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the big deal happened because they were walking through the woods, and they I think they went to another city, right? And
Yeah.
that
They
was
was
in a
going to another
secluded
city.
city.
Yeah, a
Yeah, secluded
secluded
city.
city that was covered by mountains and
Mountains,
trees,
right?
but
Yeah.
it was a nesting ground for Yoma. So the Yoma used to hang out there, don't kill nobody, but then at night just left and get to the neighboring cities
The
and kill
neighboring
everybody.
cities.
I mean, that was so smart. I was like,
No,
yo,
I ain't
because
got no. That was good strategy until
yeah,
Teresa showed up.
Teresa showed up and was like, what are you doing here? We don't have any Yoma. She was like, really? 7. I was like, yo.
They were like, "Oh man, thank you, man. No one ever comes here because we're in a secluded city." So she starts to leave. She leaves Claire behind. She's like, "Hey, I can't have her traveling with me. You can see my job's dangerous. Can you take care of this kid?" Yada yada yada. And as she's leaving, these bandits start riding into town because the Yoma's gone. They didn't want to attack the city because the Yoma was there. So she
Yeah.
killed the only deterrent. Like it was like,
Yeah, boy.
no. Man, they ride into town, bro. Genocide.
Oh man. What? And then
And
the guy that was constantly trying to kill Teresa was like,
kill
"Oh, don't
Teresa.
worry, I ain't rich. She gonna keep
I
she."
just
And look,
that,
yo,
that dude, bro. You already lost a hand, big dog. Like you should just go ahead and take this L. You know what I mean? he he rolled
man,
back in with them.
listen. You want to know why I kind of believe he was in Parliament for 2 reasons: to explain why this whole journey started, and
Mm.
2, to show why the men couldn't be Yomas. Because
Couldn't be
back in that
Claymore. Couldn't be
times,
Claymore.
right, couldn't be Claymores. Because back in that times, it was all about ego and pride as a meal. That was it.
Mm.
That was it. Because he was like, "Oh, I can rate you and make you feel," and she was like, "Like I don't feel anything, but go ahead to your heart's content." Man,
So
look, man.
yeah. So because so Teresa runs back to the city because obviously she left
Clear.
Claire there, and she was like, "Oh man, I guess I killed the only deterrent." And by the time she got back, the place was razed to the ground. So they're not supposed to kill any humans, right? That's pretty much the rule set by the organization. But you know, Teresa, when the girl when they pulled the girl out, when the dude pulled the girl out, he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna rape this girl repeatedly and keep her as a slave." She went nuts, bro. So she wiped
Yeah.
out all the bandits. I mean, and we're all there like, yeah. The dude's on the roof. The dude in black. He's like, unfortunate.
That woman,
So
right? I am gonna wait for everybody in a matter of 2 minutes.
yeah.
And
So because of that rule, if you do that, they're supposed to execute you, the organization. Well, they
yeah,
tried. They
yeah,
tried.
they tried. Cause she was like, "All right, go ahead and kill me," and then she was like, "Actually, you know, I think I want to be a mother." And cut them. It's like, okay, if you just sit there and heal, you'll be fine. But if you try to chase me, then and walk away. But look, all of that was cool. But this one point was, oh my god, I'm gonna geek out over my house now. This scene was so beautiful as an animator. Listen, you see when all right. So before I skip ahead, continue from what Sean was saying. So they get into this town and she is hiding with Claire and stuff, and Claire is like, "Nah, we gotta save the people because there's some Yoma hiding around and killing people."
Yeah.
And she kills the Yoma, and she kills the Yoma, and she goes like, "Yeah, there's a man in black coming." We're like, "Oh wait, oh shoot, like,
Yeah.
wait, I can actually make money." And she was like, "This is different." All right, so
Yeah.
you know, I
Yeah,
want
yeah,
this.
yeah. That shit was funny, dog. She was like, "Yeah, there's a man in black that comes." Wait a minute. Oh yeah, yeah. Just give me the money. I was just like, "Oh shit, independence, financial independence, entrepreneur."
Anyway, so the organization decides that they're gonna send the top 5 or top 4. Priscilla,
4.
Elaine. Yeah, the top four warriors. For Teresa. And not the number 2 warrior walks in, and Teresa there saying, "Oh, she lays across like, hi, you've gotten stronger, but not that much." I was like, what? How bad are you? And then the woman start attacking, and she's like, "No, I can just parry you attack so you don't wake up the girl." And I'm like, oh my god, how strong is this woman? So
She number
then
1.
the fight, yeah, but it was so beautiful. The fight moves outside, and she starts fighting the new number 2, and
Which is
everybody's like,
Priscilla.
yeah, Priscilla, and everybody's like, yeah, she can beat Teresa, blah blah blah. And Eileen was like, yo, we gotta step in or she about to get killed. They're like,
Yeah,
what?
bro.
No. That Teresa went from silver to yellow. Oh, you think you were strong?
What's funny is that Priscilla was already at yellow, right? She already had the yellow eyes.
And she was nearing her limit.
Yeah, because she started to do the mouth. Because it goes in progress. You start with the silver eyes, you fight like that, you get the yellow eyes, but you don't have any deformity on your face.
Yeah.
And then if you keep going, you get the deformity on your face, and then eventually
Looking like a beast.
You start looking like a beast, and then you awaken if you
Yo,
go over
and
a certain limit.
Teresa just fighting the woman was like, okay, I see how strong you is now. I just got you in my eyes. And from there, the woman was like, yeah, we gotta
We
save
gotta
this
jump in.
because she
We gotta
about
jump
to
in.
die. Listen, and all 4 of these women fought Teresa, and Teresa was just walking calmly and coolly and fighting everybody. And I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Like
That's why
Teresa's the
it kind of
man.
makes sense. I see why the organization dirty. In a way, pretty much. And I understand you pretty much, And we talk about it. Says it's pretty much obvious now. What they do is they don't want the Claymores to live too long, because then they start to. It's almost like they start to get a mind of their own. It's like, yeah, this is some bullshit. So what they'll do is like they'll kill them. They'll send them up against impossible opponents and stuff, so they'll get murked. Which you're gonna realize we're gonna get to after this, pretty much. And yeah, man, Teresa was a beast, man.
Teresa was a beast.
So
yeah.
Then after that, she beats him. And she's like, all right, deuces, motherfucker. She ain't kill nobody. She was like, all right, good try, guys. But I'm out.
Yeah.
So she takes Claire. She starts to head out, and Priscilla goes fucking nuts.
Like, you're supposed to follow the rules. Like
unforgivable.
This song really bad, right? This song really bad, but this is the only way I could explain Priscilla's transformation.
Sore loser?
No, not that. She just joined the Jehovah Witnesses and learned about the greatness of Jehovah Witness, and now is trying to understand why you don't follow Jehovah Witness. I must teach you the Riz. And she runs off to knock on every door.
That is the weirdest analogy, but it's so fucking accurate. Because she was at the when Priscilla and Teresa fought. Originally, she was like all like about honor and stuff. We can't attack her for all 4 of us can't attack her because honor, and yeah, I'm here to kill you because you didn't follow the rules, like shit like that. And Teresa was like, "Bitch, I'm out." After she whooped her ass. And yeah, it went to her head, man. She grabbed that. She grabbed those Tara books that they usually hand out. She grabbed like a stack of them, and she ran to each door and started throwing them at the windows because you want to open the door. She put rocks in them, right? But that's pretty much it. So she freaks out. She blows her past her level. So she's pretty much like beast mode at this point.
Yeah,
Chases after Teresa, and they have a fight, and it's crazy because Teresa still was whooping that ass.
Yep.
Um,
Teresa released, and anything is like that was another beautiful scene as well because Elena was like, "Yo, we thought we could kill this woman, but Priscilla is the number two who is better than
mm,
all of us, and
right.
she is past her limit and still is not intimidating Teresa. Teresa Teresa has yet to release her full power. She is only 1/10 of it, and I was like, "Yo," and that was it.
Yeah,
But
because she didn't even like deform.
yeah. So here's my question to you. Um, do you think that Teresa's death was Claire's fault?
Hmm.
You want me
Yes.
to answer first and then you go?
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
Because think of Teresa pre Claire, right?
Mm.
If that had happened, even though because of first at first she got in trouble pretty much because of Claire.
Mm-hmm.
Because if she had I know like if she had gone what clean up that town and left and those bandits had came and raised it to the ground, most likely she wouldn't have gone back. The only reason she went back was because of Claire. And then
Mm-hmm.
because she went back because of Claire, she ended up killing them bandits. Because the dude was gonna
Okay.
raid Claire, so she killed all those bandits, and because of that,
Yeah.
she got in trouble with the organization. But since she had gone back and did all of that, she would have still be like ruthless as shit. So there's a point where she fights the girl. The girl falls on her feet. Priscilla falls on her feet. It's like, oh well, please kill me while I still blah 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 blah. While I still have some ounce of humanity.
Mm-hmm.
And just before she was like okay, like almost like a mercy kill, like how the samurai cut behead you. So she goes to behead
Yeah.
her, and the Priscilla girl grabs the sword and cuts off Teresa's head. So it was almost like an off guard killing. But the thing about it is because she had that soft spot now, which was due to Claire coming into her life, is kind of the reason I think that she would have died. Because
Okay.
If it was ruthless Claire, I keep saying Claire, if it was ruthless Teresa, she would have fucking probably killed her during combat. Just
I
around.
say no.
All right, go ahead. I want
I
to hear
say
this.
no because I agree with everything you say about Teresa having a soft spot and everything. And
Mm-hmm.
in some ways, you could turn around and say that what happened to Teresa and Claire was that the children that latched onto them awakened their maternal instinct. So then that's how they were able to gain back some semblance of their humanity as the journey went on. I said no because throughout all of that, Teresa was winning. Teresa lost based on the culture of the organization. Because if she was fighting and if she was fighting and she realized that Priscilla had no more semblance about her, she would have killed her straight off. But
Mm-hmm.
because Priscilla was like, "Yo, I don't want to die like a human," and if you realize,
I
like
don't want to die as a
all
Yoma. Yeah.
right, I don't want that as a Yoma. All the Claymores do that at the end
Yeah.
when they reach their limit. So
Mm-hmm.
because of that, and because of the nature that Priscilla was attacking her with, like you gotta follow the organization's rules. Teresa dropped her guard. She was like, okay,
Yeah.
she's still a Claymore, so I can treat her like a Claymore. And because of that, she died. So I really don't blame Claire for it. But then both reasons are correct.
I
Nothing's
mean, I
wrong.
was about to say it both pretty much correct. I still, yeah, yeah. That's true because there is a point before they had the flashback. Claire, I keep getting
Uh-huh.
mixed names mixed up. Claire comes up and meets another Claymore that was her friend during training, and she was like, "Sister, I'm losing my humanity. I'm starting to awaken. I need you to cut my head off." And she
Uh-huh.
cuts her head off, and that's when Ricky was like, "Why did you do that?" Blah blah blah, and pretty much it gives you the reason why. Because if they don't, they'll turn into an awakened being, and then there'll be more issues. So that makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, yeah, and definitely tracking that reason. That makes sense. So I think it's a slight combination of both because I still think if she was still as ruthless as regular Teresa,
She will still be a bit on guard. Yeah.
she would still be on a bit on guard. But because of the maternal instincts and stuff, she kind of like, yo, this girl could be like a, you know, like a little baby sister, and she's
Yeah.
begging, so she dropped the guard, and then
Oh my
old
God.
girl
What the
Little
fuck is wrong
girl.
with my eye?
Dude, you keep rubbing your eye. You alright?
It branding the hell out of me.
Did you look see it in the ass? Anyway, so
Really?
I couldn't help it.
No, she think
Anyway.
it's Lil Nas.
Oh, tell me what you want. Tell me what you need. Tell me what you need. I pissed off so many people here. I'm just saying, like, I don't care. So that was pretty cool. So after that, Claire was there to witness all this. They all left. Priscilla goes straight awaken. Has like a fucking horn and everything now.
Ah, yeah,
She's
that was
like, y'all
beautiful.
stopped us from doing this? Why? And she pretty much
This is
owned
new
everybody
thing.
there and fucking flew off. She like owned everybody there, dipped.
Yeah.
I was like,
She was
damn,
like, yo,
Priscilla.
none of y'all ain't on my level. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And that's how Claire became Claymore. But she is the most unique Claymore because she doesn't have
I've straight up
flesh and
Yoma.
blood from the Yomas. She has Teresa's flesh and blood.
Teresa's, yeah.
And that is beautiful because the manga, oh my gosh.
We can't talk about the manga because we didn't finish.
Oh, you're gonna love the ending. Promise me when you get to the last fight between Claire and Priscilla, because they do fight. I can tell you that. They do fight.
Yeah, I mean, we all know that.
It's all-time rating, so we know it can end. And Shōnen Jump may pick it up, so
I'm glad they didn't keep going with that shit. From the way I'm reading, like, it has to end there. Like,
yeah.
Like, this is supposed to be the Aizen and Ichigo fight.
So I can't remember if she fights Aisley though. But I know she fights Priscilla. She does fight Priscilla. And I think she fights Riffle. Or maybe Miria fights Riffle. Yeah,
probably
again.
Miria.
Yeah. Because
the way it's arcing.
Yeah, I think it's Miria. Because oh my gosh, there's so much to that story. Anyway, right.
Well, we're not talking about the manga. We only talking about the anime for right now.
Yeah, we only talking about the anime. Yeah.
But even though we both
where
read,
do we get? Claire, right? Claire asks for Teresa's blood and flesh to be put in her.
Yeah, and then we get back to the regular day.
Yeah.
So it continues. Hey man, what you think about that crazy ass number 4 chick, bro?
Ophelia? Oh my god.
Bro, there's something wrong with that
She
bitch.
had issues, B.
Issues in enough, bro. That enough a descriptor. Oh my god.
Issues. Like my thing is, I kind of feel like she was the second coming of Priscilla.
Pretty much.
I literally think that if she, because obviously she puts her weakest point in her tail after she awakens. Yeah, we jumping forward, people. We just discussing now. Sorry. So she puts she puts her weakest point in her tail. If she was aware that she had awoken and intentionally accepted it, she would have been as strong as Priscilla. Oh, yeah. She was crazy strong.
But she didn't know. For some strange reason, it didn't register in her head. Like, oh, I awakened. Because she like she was about to die. She like looked in the water. She's like, oh shit. I awoken. What the fuck? And then she let her, because she hated them to the point that when she realized she was awakened, she was like, yo, just go ahead, kill me.
Yeah.
Right? But she was tortured. As soon as she feel like you got any like semblance of like awaken slash
she was kissing your blood.
She was trying to kill you, bro.
You, rubbing up your breast. Oh,
I was like, damn, girl. Weird bitch. So at this point is when Raki and Claire get separated. Yeah. Because they ran away while this crazy girl killed this other awakened chick. That she like breaks her neck, she like snaps her neck and like drops her, and I'm just saying, oh, there she ain't dead. And she like gets up, fucking kills her, snaps her head. I was like, you gotta rip the head off, man. You always rip the head off. As Thanos said, always go for the head. Anyway, so that happens. They separate, and this is where they separate. He's like, they kiss, which was a little weird, but okay. They kiss, and she was like, we will meet again. Well, it's not weird. It makes sense. It's just because she's like Claymore, he was like regular human, but he was all about her, bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh, snoo snoo. So that's when they separate so that she could go and fight Crazy Bitch, and he went off and did his thing. So you don't
Yeah.
see him for a while. Claire kills her, and then that's when they meet up with another Claymore and the guy in black. Is that the guy with the hat?
Rafaela.
Yeah,
Is it
I
the
think it
one
was
with
Rapper.
the one with the star eye?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rafaela.
What the fuck?
Is that your
Sorry.
car? You
No.
need to, you need to pause the show. God damn it!
No, but let's stop. I looked through the window. It wasn't my car. I always get a little antsy because someone already broke in my car once. But anyway, so what was I? Oh yeah. So they meet up with her and it was like, hey, I'm gonna need your ass to go to the north, which is pretty much the final like arc of this show, of
Yeah.
the of the anime show. And they go up to send them up north, bro. Them motherfuckers organizations, they're dogs for this, bro. Like what the fuck?
Yeah,
They hoes for that
them
dog.
dogs, be.
It was like, hey, we need to get rid
No,
of these people.
before you even get to that, right?
It was
You know the
okay.
part that really made me realize the organization was dogs? The bit where Claire meets up with Maria and the other girls that had pre-awaken. And Maria was like, yeah, they killed my friend. And, I started digging around. And I find out that the Yomas aren't nature. We created them. And we set them out
Oh
in the world. We set them out in the
right.
world so that we could go chase them and make money. It was like, what? That is
I almost skipped that
brilliant
very
but
important
evil.
part. I
That's
almost forgot
brilliant but
about that
evil.
part, man. I
That's
almost forgot
brilliant but
about that
so
part.
evil. You create demand and supply. I mean, I get it. Is capitalism in its sense, but I was like, oh my god, like.
Well, they also got creative because they were doing human experiments and shit, right? That's why like the
Hey, let me
first.
make money from it and keep experimenting.
And at this point, the regular Claymore girls, they didn't know that they were male awakens. Awaken. Oh, what's her name knew? The number 6 chick,
Mirio.
Miria. She knew, but oh shit. But okay, yeah, I'm gonna jump back there. So
What?
nah, actually, just watch the show. I'm not even gonna go back. I was gonna talk about the arm bit. How
What
she
arm bit?
remember
How Claire
Claire
got
lost
her
the
arm?
arm. She when she was fighting them before, she lost her arm,
Yeah,
and then
when
she
she was fighting
got a
Ophelia.
and then she got her arm back by borrowing it from that other chick that originally
Yeah.
fought Teresa. No, I just said we never brought it up
Oh yeah, I personally left it
because
out.
because they also the reason I didn't bring it up is because it kind of plays an important role because since it wasn't part of her original body, when she goes through like those transformations, her arms
Yeah.
like I'm gonna transform before the rest of her body like fucking. It's like her arm keeps freaking the fuck out because it wasn't part of the original body.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
I mean,
she met up with the girls and at this point a lot of them didn't know that they were male awakened beings until they fought that dude up in the mountains.
yeah.
And they was like, "There's males," and that's where you get the explanation about what the
What the
organization used to
organization been
do.
doing.
And I'm just like, you ever see um Denzel Washington in Trinity? Oh, you motherfuckers!
Yeah.
That was an "all you motherfuckers" moment. You know, like these motherfuckers over here doing this shit for money. Yeah, human experiments and shit for money, man.
It was
So
crazy.
so in the north, go ahead.
Battle of the North.
So pretty much there's like
much better than season 8 of Game of Thrones.
Hey, yo, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, man.
Battle of the North. Oh man,
Okay.
so right, so the organization sends all the, you know what? Let me call them the old people.
Mm-hmm.
Send all the old people up to the north to fight the awaken ones, because basically what's been happening is that Priscilla awakened, and because she was so strong, she could roam wherever she went. So the guy, the male Claymore, who had awoken first, whose name is Isley, I love Isley. Isley is like so cool. He marries or basically claims Priscilla as his woman, and because of that, the man was like, you know what? Let me just start taking over territory. So he might start
Bro, they
awakening
split.
people. He might start awakening people left, right, and center. It was like, whoa,
And
okay.
then they like split. I like how they like pretty much split the whole fucking country. It's like, all right, there's north, there's west, but
Mm-hmm.
there's a girl that she pretty much takes the west.
Like Riffle,
Ricky, Riffle, thank you.
Riffle.
And Riffle was a some bitch.
I
Riffle of the
love Riffle.
west. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Riffle was
And
crazy, but
even
she
though
was
she had
funny.
that dude, she had that weird dude, psychic dude.
Dolph, yeah,
Yeah.
Dolph.
Oh no, no. And Dolph was about to get murdered. She saved, so she likes Dolph. But then you got
Yeah.
the North King, which is like
Isley.
easily sitting up big as fuck. But obviously they could turn into humans.
Yeah.
They could switch
And
back
then
and
and then you
forth.
got Lucilla the Soul.
Right. Yeah. And
Pretty
something
pretty
happens to
pretty
her in the
much if you're
manga.
trying to figure out how it works, just picture
Pretty much.
Pokemon Yellow. You got Zapdos in the North, Articuno in the South,
You got
and
it backwards, man.
nah.
Why would you put Articuno in the South? Articuno is an
Look,
ice Pokemon, man. Come
oh
on.
yeah, that's okay. And what was the other one? Zapdos, Articuno, and what was the fire one? Anyhow, the fire one in the West. He okay. He just went in
I
his
know
straight into the washing machine.
I can't remember Pokemon, man. I call it Flareon is a fucking Eevee
Flareon.
that track.
No, that was an
Was
Eevee.
it?
Yeah.
No, that was the Eevee, man. It was the Eevee with the Firestone. Anyway, so they all set up. They took all the old Claymores that at this point started to think for themselves and shit. You know,
Mm-hmm.
nearly transformed, blah blah blah. Hey, his hair's starting to grow back.
It is.
Send him up north and to fight all the awakened beings in the north. And at this point, they pretty much click up and they all
Yeah.
follow the ice. I call him the Ice King, whatever, of the north. So they go up there to this city that's pretty much abandoned because all the fucking awakened beings and shit up there killing all the people. So the city's abandoned. And I think it was what 24, 24 of them,
24.
right? You know,
Yeah.
24 of them, and they're all gearing up to fight these awakened beings. And the awakened beings pretty much descend. Also descend upon the city. And the reason Claire went voluntarily too, not only because of the orders, is because she got word that
Priscilla was in
Reiki,
the north. And
Priscilla was in the
Raki.
north, and Raki. So she was like, shit, two birds, one stone, damn it. So she went up to the north. At this point, everyone's giving her shit. She goes up there. It's like, what's your rank? 47. What the fuck?
You a low number. You ain't nothing.
But she don't. She need a promotion.
Dwayne's morally lesson of the podcast. No matter how low people think you are, you can be the hero of your own story. Thank you.
Bust it out now. Anyway, I like that. I like that. So yeah. Priscilla, man. That'll be talking about Priscilla. So they go up to the north, and pretty much the all the awakened beings that descend on that bitch, and
yeah.
there's different characters and stuff there which are interesting.
Yo.
There's like that girl that's like fucking jacked, but she not really
Yeah.
jacked, but she jacked.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And they get wrecked. They're getting wrecked for a little bit. But then they started they started to push back and win and stuff. And then your boy show up, dog. The lion. The silver-eyed lion.
The silver-eyed lion. Yo.
And he was fucking wrecking shit.
If you really wanted to understand what beast mode looked like in human form, watch Ricardo.
That boy showed up. He's like, I'm gonna have to stop you guys from killing all my people.
Because we kind of need them to win. So I don't really want to fight small people. So one, that was the part that freaked me out. The man went in front of somebody and just moved two fingers like this, and the man disappeared. I was like, what? Like,
yeah, he was fucking wrecking shop, man.
Yo,
it was insane, and so it ended up that Claire ended up having to fight fight him, and
Yeah, because
Claire pretty
he was
much pushed
fighting
herself.
Miria.
Uh-huh.
Right, yeah, he was fighting Miria. Miria was at her limit, and Clara was like, "Nah, we can. If Miria dies, the entire operation will fall through." So, like Sean was saying, she pushes herself,
Oh, she
and
pushed herself.
yeah, and she reawakens again. But this time, she slows down the transformation, so only her legs awaken,
Mm-hmm.
and that was crazy. So then Ricardo was like, "Oh, okay, cool. This is cool. It's hard to fight with one hand, but this is fun." And he was still winning. He was like, "Oh, okay, so you can't control your legs." Like, seriously, right? Another question for you. Do you think Ricardo caused his own death? There you go. Think now. All right, well, else you think? Let me give you my reason, all right? This is the same. Was the anime we was talking about last week?
Um, Berserk.
Um, Berserk.
And
Right. This is
Outlaw.
the same issue that we said Griffith and Guts had, right? Communication. All Ricardo had to do was shut up. Literally, because she was running back and forth, blah blah blah, and she was missing. And the man was like, "Oh, okay, I realized you awakened and you don't got control of your legs, so the slightest little movement and you can just miss." Like she was so focused on killing him that she didn't realize, and then she was like, "Oh, okay." Ran past him, stabbed the
Did
story. And I was like, "Bro, just shut up."
they do that in every fucking anime, man? That should be pissing me off. They be telling them about their powers. My power is I can sense Yoma energy. Why are you telling them that, man?
Like you guys be the worst monologuers ever. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
After that she caught herself, and but she was still like slowly transforming. Like I can't remember because now my head is getting confused because I read the manga.
Yeah.
Did she like sprout those sword
No.
wings?
She sprouts those at the end when she fights Priscilla
Fights
in the
Priscilla.
manga.
Okay.
But but
Because
but but
in the manga,
I'm glad the anime did it because they didn't just go, well, we can draw whatever we want. They actually
yeah.
pull from the source, like, hey, this
Right,
actually
right.
happens.
Right. It just threw me off because she gets the fucking swords against the Silver Lion in the manga,
Yes.
but in the anime she gets it against Priscilla. Okay, cool. So she
No, in the
defeats
manga she gets it again. Oh right. No, you're right.
yeah, it's in the anime. She gets it against Priscilla. But
Yeah.
she beats him, and at this point in the show, what's his name's back?
Raki. Because Raki
Rocky's
and Priscilla made it to the end.
yeah. So yeah. Because he's like, why is she transform? Anyway, so Rocky's kind of back in the picture, and he sees what's her name on the. She's asking one of the girls to kill her because at this
Yeah.
point she's like, I can't. I know my body better than anybody. I can't come back. Yada yada yada. Please kill me. And then Priscilla shows up.
And she's like,
And,
wait.
wait. hey, rain check on the head.
Hold on. Who here?
Nah, man. So they're like, they both fly off and went to the top of the mountain in the volcano at the top of the mountain. So that's where Priscilla and Claire is at the point. And then the rest of them pretty much march up this mountain. Yo, poor Racky, dude. He a regular dude. Like everybody.
Yeah, everybody took
Racky over there, bro. Cold as fuck.
And he over there.
Oh my god. I was like, oh, he didn't die from like hypothermia or some shit, though. Like,
I mean,
frostbite.
If we look at this from a physics standpoint, in all fairness, Claire should have beaten Priscilla and already transformed by the time Rocky got there, based on speed, distance, and time.
Oh, you mean to get to the top, to get to the mountain? Oh yeah, they got there way too quick.
Because even when Gene got to him, Gene had just left. He left hours ago. And she was like, you still here? You need help. And he was like, no, I can make it. She was like, "No, man, I got this. Man, got this.
We ain't got this hard time, bro." Yo, that's true though. Like if Gene didn't show, he probably would have frozen to death.
Probably.
So that was a good write-in. Good. I'm glad they notice these little things. You know what I mean? And we got to get somebody to help him because by the time you get it there, he'd be a ball of ice, just rolling back down the hill, rolling.
Caveman in the net 4,000 years.
Yeah, he'd be like Captain America, bro. He'd be Captain America.
Yeah.
And then defrost his ass. Where's Clear? Clear? What the fuck, bro? We got cars now. Anyway, so and that's where the final fight happens between in the anime. I gotta keep prefacing that in case you read the manga.
Yeah.
In the anime, Claire and Priscilla have their fight, and Claire put in that work, man. She had her.
Yeah.
She had her.
And then Isley saves her, right?
Yeah. He said because he said. Yeah, he saves her. He's like, cause he was watching from up top the thing. He's like, not that I didn't enjoy this fight, but this was enough fighting for today. Scoops her ass up, dips.
Gone.
So, because Priscilla at this point revert back to her human girl form.
Yeah.
And at this point, I think Claire's still like freaking the fuck out. Like,
kill.
Raki gets there. Raki tries to jump in to try to stop her from fully transforming. Almost gets murked.
I know, right?
I was like, damn, bro, he didn't work. And then, Jean, right?
Jean,
which was a girl that Claire saved earlier. We kind of browsed over it when they first met Riff of the West. Riffy?
Yeah, because it was her and Galatea. I think. Yeah,
and she was almost transforming, and Claire helped her revert back to just being regular.
I can't wait till you get to chapter 76 because if you think Galatea was strong, bro.
What do you think about these? No, that's the manga. We're gonna talk about that in a second. I want to finish up the show before we start talking about the little bits that I know, because I just got a couple questions for you on that.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Jean, like in the manga, pretty much sacrifices herself so that Claire could get her self back in order.
Yeah. And then she walks off with Raki in the sunset. I think that was the happiest ending I've ever seen from a Madhouse show. That was,
Red Line ended pretty good. We was going to talk about that here. Briefly cover that in a second.
Red Line was supposed to end. But Red Line
it's a movie.
Manga.
It's also a movie, so.
Yeah, but it was written in. Here's some point. Claire and Raki walking off of the sunset was not written in. And if you look
I see what you're saying.
If you look at all the other endings for all of Madhouse stuff, those kind of endings aren't written in. Case in point,
One Outs.
One Outs. And then you got One Punch Man.
Well, they don't do One Punch Man anymore, so.
Yeah, but the first season they end happy. And with him being all disgusted because he thought he could.
When he fought that final dude.
Yeah.
That dude was like, he's like, you are very strong. He's like, man, shut up, bro. You didn't even bust a sweat. As he like dissipates. One Punch Man, bro. Season 1 was fucking epic though. No matter how easy he was beating them dudes. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much how the anime ends.
How does it do that?
So for the did you freeze? Oh dang, he froze again. Am I frozen on your side?
I know you could just still hear me, so I can just ramble.
Okay, we're back.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's it, man. You want to do for the anime? Give your rating, bro.
The intro is Beast. Is probably the intro that Marvel and Fox should have sit down and made. You know what? Since we created Blade, we could learn a lot from this intro. It's actually good and it's hard metal. So the intro gets a 5. The story, as always, beautiful writing. Beautiful story put together, thought out. The characters, yes. If I could give it more than a 5, I would give it more than a 5. Simply because It's a strong female character, and we need more animes
female characters. When I ask, bro, there's a
characters,
bunch in there.
and not only that, strong female lead characters. Because that's important. The only other lead female characters I can think about is
What about
Wonder
that girl from
Woman.
Black Lagoon?
Yeah, Black Lagoon, Rebel, and
Is it Black Lagoon?
Sister
Black Lagoon?
Teresa from Black Lagoon. Yeah.
Okay.
The
Sister Teresa, her psychotic ass self.
Sister Roberta, sorry. Sister Roberta, not Teresa.
Oh, Roberta, yeah.
I
was like, Teresa was a real person.
Yeah. Oh gosh, there was another woman that I can't think of. Witch Hunter Robin and Witch.
What about King Arthur? you just don't like Fate Stay. Like,
no,
bury your bias.
I liked that one.
That's the best one. To me, that was the best one. But
it is the best one. But I mean,
I think it was the first one.
Yeah. Anyway, but other than that, it was beautiful, man. I give it a 5 out of 5. Boom, stamp of approval from me.
I concur. So Q 5-star. Yeah, definitely. It's very. I really appreciate when they're written like this. It's not beaten on the nose. They're not trying to prove they're the strongest woman in the room.
Yeah.
But it's just naturally flowed. Teresa, she a bad bitch, even though she died. Teresa was a bad, and that was another. She wasn't even like if you're in the grand scheme of the story. It was, even though it was about Claire, they did that flashback. You was just like, man, that's crazy, and they showed different women. Because obviously they were all ranked, and they all had their own personalities.
Rafaela, who I actually don't know if you get that. I'm part of it. Actually, no, you did, because you.
Yeah, she killed her. She killed her.
She was
the woman that fucked up eye, right?
Yeah, she was the first number one, and she was stronger than Teresa. She was the person who helped Teresa.
Yeah, but she left the organization after what they did to her sister.
Yeah.
She got her sister back in the manga. Her sister's like, we can defeat him. He's weak. She's like, okay, I waited so long to see you. I was like, goddamn, girl.
Crushed to death.
Crushed. Mission accomplished. Walked. I was like, damn, man. She's like, only if I was stronger, I could have saved you. I was like, all right. Well, that's one way to handle that shit. Yeah. So the sister was also trying to tell her to transform and shit.
Yeah.
So what you think? Okay, so this is so that's it for the animation. I just want one question for you about the thing before we move on. What do you think about these new batches of fucking Claymores that the organization releasing?
That could rival the awaken ones.
Rival, but they all like fucking robots.
Unstable, B. And weak
unstable
as
fuck. Do they?
They be awakening left, right, and center. Ah! Oh God, I can't handle it. Ah, see? It's like I kind of feel like there's some psychology going on behind the training now. Like, yo,
because what they're trying to do is they're trying to
your nipples. You need to cut off your head.
I think what they're trying to do is they're trying not to have to think for their own, like how the batch that I call it, this golden batch that they had, but by sacrificing that.
Thank you for being a friend. Sorry, you said golden batch, so I meant golden girls, and I was like, oh wait.
Shut up. I'm just messing with you, bro. That was beautifully done. No, it's stuck in my head. Yeah. So because of that, you may get like an extreme strength spike, but the problem is that they transform like this. So I don't know what they're doing. It's gonna be interesting to read. I'm gonna actually finish the manga like I did one else. And
you finished one else?
Yeah.
How's it go?
It's pretty good. It kind of predictable how it goes.
Does he end up
do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, sure, because I ain't gonna read it. Does he end up fighting the guy with the talent? to see
Yeah,
everything for the
yeah,
final.
that's like a boss, but it's like the boss before the main boss, the main team.
Whoa, okay.
There's a team from. 'Cause remember, there's two leagues, and they're trying to merge the leagues together.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I don't know if you know that they're trying to merge the leagues together. And there's a team from the other league that's like the strongest team there because the way they set it up, they have like a bunch of weak teams and then like one strong team. This is the other league, and they all like take all their strong players and put it on that one,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how they like make money through marketing and stuff. It's almost like a pyramid scheme where
Yeah.
the one star, yeah. So they're trying to do that with the other league, and then it was like, okay, we'll just merge the leagues together, get rid of like a bunch of the weak teams, and then just have like one big team pyramid scheme. So one, he beats the dude that owns the team, pretty much bankrupts his ass, and then he buys the team, so he owns the team now, and then he
Right.
sets up a pay system that you only get paid. One, you only get paid if you win, and then and the way they say they give these tickets out to the people, and if then you write your MVP on it, and whoever has the most MVP stubs, they get like it gets
A
paid on
bonus.
performance. Yeah, there's
Okay.
no base pay. Like if you trash and nobody vote for you, get $0, bro. So like all the rest of the team was like, I must be the best. So like the whole team's like gambling addicts now. But the genius kid, yeah, bro, it's brilliant. The genius kid, he figures out his pitches, and they start whacking him, bro. So he like walks away for a little bit, and they get up to the final fight for them before they go on to the championship,
Yeah.
and he he comes back and helps defeat them. He had to go walk away. He's like, dude, I'm getting too attached to you guys, and it's fucking with my money. I gotta disappear. Dude, he like straight dip on the team, dog. That shit was so funny. He was like, he told the dude that was in the woods cutting the wood. He's like, I'm getting too attached to you, motherfuckers. I got to dip. So I didn't actually finish it. I still got to read the final fight, but I read up to when they beat the brilliant dude. Cause what happened, and I forgot to tell you, that team, because there's like an overall chairman, and they he makes a gambling bet with the overall chairman that if they have to win the pennant or I lose the team. And the guy was like, okay. So that's where you implement all that system, yada yada yada. And that main team, I think they call it, I can't remember the name of the team off my head, but they trade for all the good players from different teams. So that team is stacked, bro. All the pictures and stuff we saw them fight in the anime. Oh, they're all on one team now. Like they're fucking cheating ass motherfuckers.
Even Larry Johnson.
No, he's done. His legs gone.
Ooh, I thought he was a comeback.
I thought so too, but nah, he never makes a comeback. He's there, but he's still hurt. Because it's all still one season, so it would have been hard for him to make a comeback. Cause
I guess he like Baki. Sleep with your girlfriend for your first time, get AIDS, nearly dead, and
he did not get AIDS. You always say that shit. He was like he did get something to clap.
Get the pug, the man had attacks like, yeah, this was great. I'm a new man. I'm the best man. Today's literally man in the corner. I don't want the soup.
Hey man, Baki calls Baki. What they did to Muhammad Ali Jr.
Ooh, brutal.
Bro, it was brutal, bro. He had to get his ass whooped though because he was too cocky. Even his dad even the Muhammad Ali told him that you too cocky, bro. Like you gonna get your tail whooped. Man.
You don't know about real fighting.
You don't know about real fighting. Did Muhammad Ali beat his ass too?
Yeah, he did.
I was like, how you get beat with fucking Parkinson's?
He was like, oh, but I have a broken hand and a broken foot. You really think that matters in a real fight to death?
Bro, he beat his ass in the hotel, dog. He beat his ass in the hotel. It was crazy.
You know what I've been doing all this time? You think I would just been saying on shaking? No, Dad, what? Training.
Yeah, he beat his ass, bro. So, that's it for the main thing. Things that we watched. Redline, which is a movie, came out. Madhouse Flex. Pretty much just a big Madhouse animation dump. It came out in 2009. You could catch it on. I watched it on Amazon. I had to rent it on Amazon.
Yeah, same.
It's worth it though. You get it for 30 days. Watched it a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful picture. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw the clip when my boy hit the nos and the fucking did that stretch scene. I was like, oh! You imagine it's like, so what are we gonna do for this scene? Make it ridiculous. Because he has that hairstyle where the hair like comes forward like this. So that's stretching. The car is stretching. That was such a good anime.
It was
I highly,
beautiful.
it was beautiful, man. I highly recommend you go check it out. We're not gonna really talk about it in depth. I just wanted to bring it up. I thought it was pretty dope. What the hell?
Yeah.
Um, that's so weird. Anyway, yeah. So be sure to check that out. It's online. It came out a while ago. You can get it in English if you don't like reading dubs. I also watch this week. I watch the original Neo
Neo Genesis.
Genesis Evangelion. That shit's still depressing the fuck. Oh,
Is it
my
good?
brain. Huh?
I mean,
It.
it's the catalyst gun to me, and I do understand that. But is it good?
I think it's brilliant. It's just you gotta. It's brilliant, but it's so much. Like a kid would not understand it. Like I kind of understand why I didn't understand it when I watched it the first time as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But I take hits on depression so much, bro. There's so much stuff going
Because
on.
when I started watching it, I was like, bro, you know me, I don't like manga.
It's slow though. It's slow. Like you gotta be like I'm gonna be real with you. If you're looking for like, I mean, there's some action and stuff in there, but it's heavy
But it's
on
more
the.
story driven.
Yeah, it's way more story
And
driven and
when I
the
watch it, I
undertone
get the
about
same
depression.
feel I get from Akira, how it's story driven for like 80 minutes, and then the last 10 minutes, yeah, big fight.
Yeah. Well, the thing about this is like the last couple episodes of there, bro, is just dealing with depression and self acceptance and stuff like that with the main
Mm-hmm.
character. So there isn't really much fighting. So like, so honestly, it definitely is not for everybody. A lot of people will watch it and be like, "Yo, that anime is trash, bro." But the second half of that thing was like heavy, especially because some of the characters lose total self confidence. You find
Mm-hmm.
out about one chick, the girl with the blue hair. Find out that she's pretty much a clone of his mom, and it, whew. So yeah, I watched that over. There is a move. They did redo it where
As a
in like
movie,
in movies forms, like it's 3 movies I think, and it's different than that. It's not as focused on the depression and
the
stuff as
theme.
that. Yeah, it's that. So that second half of the anime isn't there. So
Okay.
it's more action scenes and stuff. So
You
if you're
know
more
me,
about
I gotta
that,
watch the original.
I would probably say watch both because there's parts in there that in the movies that do not happen in the original run.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Cool.
So it kind of makes a little more sense, but it's cool. I thought it was alright. I probably won't put 5 out of 5 for it. So
Mm-hmm.
because you could get lost in the sauce in that second half of that shit. You'd be like, what the fuck is going on? And especially if you don't watch that shit on shrooms, guys. Anyway, I didn't do it. I was just saying because the psychedelics would drive you nuts. Is there anything else I watched? I think I watched like a 12 episode like bullshit anime that was just there. I can't
What?
remember the name of it. I can't remember the name of it. It's
And
not
that good
bad. It
though.
was just it was one of those ones where oh man, we have to. This guy's the king. Go on a group adventure. You got like a wizard and shit like that. You know those generic
Yeah.
adventure ones. Then they fight a whole bunch of people along the way, and then they have a big fight at the end. It was like a throwaway anime.
Okay.
So it was just
No, you
something
say
to
that.
occupy my time. You watch anything this week, bro?
Nah, I've mostly been trying to do my own stuff. Trying to do my own animations. Hence the rough pass on the man. It's the same you where I have my kids as the song department.
That shit was funny.
I don't know. I
That shit
haven't
was.
watched anything. Um, no, no. I did want to watch. Gosh. Yeah, no, I didn't watch anything. That's weird.
That's cool.
I usually do, but that's so weird. Huh.
Let me see. Oh, and Falcon and Winter Soldier. If you watch that, that was pretty good. I actually like that episode. So
I heard.
it's really good.
The
It's really
Dora.
good, bro. Like now that I see this, I'm like, yo, WandaVision was trash. Dude, this shit and I was like, fuck, bro. But also because especially in the climate we in now and stuff here in the United States, it was interesting to see if he's going to pick up the man as captain, as the new Captain America. Obviously, Falcon's a black guy and stuff, and it's interesting that whole thought process how they had that, and then obviously, what's his name is dealing with severe PTSD, Bucky.
Yeah.
So they're showing how he's working through that and the advice that Falcon's really wise.
I think I haven't watched it yet, but what I thought was interesting was how they were, because the clips about the Doraji or whatever
Oh, you
fighting
mean
Agent
the women
47.
from
Yeah, fighting
U.S.
Agent
agent?
47.
Agent 47 is a hitman. Wrong guy. U.S. agent.
U.S. agent, right?
Agent 47. That happened to me too, bro.
When I saw it, I liked the whole thought process of, I'm the new Captain America, I'm this, and how his bravado came across, and then he got his ass beat, and you saw the thought process from like, yo, all right, these two ain't supposed to be as important as me.
Bro, they're not.
Then beat the black women, and the black women beat me.
Yo, the Dora, they call it Dora Mirage or something. Yo, them women, them some bad women, bro.
Yeah.
That's warrior woman to the next level. Like at the end of that episode, he was like, not the end, but like at that episode after they like pretty much embarrassed him, he was
That's
like,
pretty
not
much a bunch of Claymores in real life. It's like,
yes.
oh god, yes.
He was like, they're not even super soldiers. And like at that point, you're like, the super soldier serum isn't really the end all be all, but he takes it and apparently it brings out who you truly are. That's why Steve Rogers was like almost extra good because he was already a good man.
Yeah.
That's why
and that's why the Illuminati kept blacking out his ass. Jesus. Screw them boys.
Hey man, we need that shit to come out, bro. See they gotta get Fantastic Four and stuff in, because I want everybody to realize that Reed Richards is a piece of shit.
It's already been recasted. They have a director and they're recasting it.
You know what, bro? I've seen so much shit get canceled. I'm gonna just wait. Let me get a trailer. Let me get to a trailer. Let me hear shooting has started. What casting a movie is all good, but until I get a release date, I believe no one. Because they already can't, especially if you.
But have faith, my friend.
DC fan.
Do you know what month it is?
April.
Exactly. And in 2 weeks, it'll be May. And guess what? In a month after that, it'll be June. And you know who's bringing out movies every June and July?
Tom Cruise.
Oh, Cruise, buddy.
I want my motherfucking Top Gun. Like, can I get my Top Gun too, please?
Mission Impossible.
Yeah. I think that's next year.
I think he's doing The Mummy again. I think he has a sequel to that story. And that would be brilliant. That would be brilliant.
They Universal decided to continue? About fucking time.
I think he bought it.
Oh, no, the reason is because, I think they have, like, the, that universe that has, like, Frankenstein and shit like that.
Yeah.
And they've rebooted that bitch, like, 3 times. Like, dude, just continue. Just push through. Because they made I, Frankenstein, which was supposed to be the part of it, and then after I, Frankenstein tanked at the box office, it was like, nope. And then they tried to kick it off again with The Mummy.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck they're doing over there. But anyway.
I, Frankenstein wasn't bad.
It was okay. I mean, shit, it's a Frankenstein movie. Like,
Wait,
dude, the thing about it is what we've learned from love or hate Marvel, or DC, or recently with the Snyder Cut, is you gotta give the shit time to unfold. You gotta, if you're gonna try to do a universe show, you gotta give it time to unfold, let the people do their creation and tell the story. But it'd be so. But like you said, like you told me in text message, they'd be so quick to sell people down the fucking street for a buck. That
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see what happens. But I'm all about
Yeah.
trying to get my Top Gun 2 and the next Mission Impossible. I'm assuming this is gonna be a. I don't know how many more. Then he probably gonna do it. You think it'll be another trilogy?
Boy, I don't know, but I at this point I'm just like, what will you do? You gonna end up fighting Jack Reacher? Cause you fight
Bro,
Superman last year.
they going to fucking space. It's about they going to space soon because he already Halo jumped out a plane. He already did a Halo jump, so
he'll probably do like the whole gas thing in space where you push yourself with the air pressure. I can see it. You're right,
hey,
Sean.
man.
You're right.
At this point, look, if need, let me say need.
Probably do like Dean and Sam and end up fighting God.
If nah, because there's no supernatural stuff in there. But if Fast and Furious could go to 9, our cars attaching to planes and shit, they ain't going into space. Not 9. They probably go to space at 10.
There is a new one, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no space in it. I was just laughing.
Okay.
He said going to space. I was like, they're not going into space, but yet.
Yeah.
Who knows, man? They'll do whatever the fuck they want at this point. I was thought my buddy sent me the trailer. He's like, man, they made another one. I was like, my ass would be sitting there with popcorn eating it. I'm too far in. I watch 8. Like at this point, like once you get a certain point, like what's the point to stop it? You could as well just watch the next one.
Nah, I bounce after Tokyo Drift because I love Tokyo Drift. But
was that 2?
No, 3.
Didn't Tokyo Drift come out second and then they released 2? Because it went 1 Tokyo Drift and then the third one, which was with Paul Walker and Tyrese.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So technically it's 2 or 1.5 if you want to say it.
Yeah. I like Tokyo Drift, but then I like drifting cars.
But the thing about it is you stopped there. My ass at 8. I try to tell people that I'm at episode. I watched 9 of them at this point because obviously you count Tokyo Drift.
I was tempted to watch one around the Rousey, pretty much because it was around the Rousey, and I was like,
"Oh yeah, she was in one, huh?"
She didn't really that important because I don't necessarily
she just fights in Dubai.
Jason Statham movies. They all follow the same rating, and because it's repetitive, I just can never enjoy them.
Fuck all that shit. I watched Jason Statham, bro. Especially when he used to be the delivery dude, the transporter, bro. He like fucking doused himself in oil, sliding all over the floor. I love Jason Statham bullshit. But I also used to like those ridiculous 90s, early 2000 action films. So it was more of a guilty pleasure than actual like, oh my god, he's a great actor.
Yeah.
Even though, to me, his early stuff, like Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels and shit, that shit was funny as fuck, no? Like, Jason Statham, early Jason Statham was funny as shit because it was that English banter.
And Crank.
Crank was weird. I wish they didn't make another one. They should have just ended at 1.
Should have ended at 1.
They didn't need to make a second one. But,
you know what? That's what I'm going to watch tonight.
Crank? Watch it in front of the kids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, especially when he fucked that girl on the horse track. You sure you want to watch it in front of the kids? Or was that 1 or that was 2? So no, he smashed the girl in Chinatown, and they're all around with their fucking phones and shit like, you need to save me. I'm alive.
All right, man.
All right, guys. So it brings us to another beautiful end of another episode of No Countries for Otakus. Today we covered Claymore. Be sure to check that out. It's a classic. It's old. Came out in 2007. So, if you got Funimation, you can watch it there, or you can find it online, obviously. We go read the manga and probably talk about that at a later date.
Yep.
Also catch Redline. That's another really beautiful anime. It's a movie, so you can sit and watch that. Yeah, it's beautiful to look at.
Yeah, it's great artwork.
Great artwork. So yeah, you can also catch that. Be sure to catch this if you missed today. If you came in late, you can catch this on YouTube. Link at the bottom. It'll be on YouTube tomorrow at 11. I will be sure not to put any moving video in this because they got your boy for a copyright strike. They gave me a copyright strike, man. I put no audio, dude. It was literally just a little box at the bottom, a little box at the bottom of the screen, just showing like the trailer and SMAG. They just flagged me, and they like it was like, hey man, it's just commentary. We're not really. There's no audio, da da da. And the company come back and was like, oh yeah, they took the whole video down. So I was like, damn, bro. If I was like, okay, so yeah, so it's just gonna be pictures for now until that strike drops off. I'm trying to get my shit deleted. And as always, guys, stay safe out there.
Peace.
Peace.